Hello children, very good day all of you. So today I am going to start with the block 1, that is studying history, okay, in our social studies. Okay, what is history actually? Yes, actually history is the study of past. It is study of our ancient people's lifestyle. How did they live? How did a man evolve? The evolution of man, and how did everything came into existence, like vehicles, yes, different types of clothes, different types of languages, how they all were discovered, and how were the places discovered, how did the ancient people during those days traveled, okay, and who discovered, who found the, yes, method of farming, method of agriculture, who actually founded, who discovered farming, how it was discovered, yes, and what type of tools actually they used to protect themselves from the dangerous animals, yes, as they lived in, yes, did they live in the buildings as we live today, children? No, okay, they lived in different kinds of houses called as caves, yes, and they did not build houses with bricks, cement, and all, yes, they had, they lived in different kinds of houses that were not too safe. So they used tools to protect themselves from the wild animals, yes, from their enemies, to protect themselves from their enemies, and also tools to do farming, okay, to do agriculture and all. So tools are the what, different kinds of things that they actually used, okay, to do agriculture or to protect themselves or whatever. And what kinds of tools actually they used? Actually they didn't have knives and all, they didn't have tractors and so on, they didn't have any vehicles also to help them to travel from one place to another. Yes, so how, what, and how actually people lived during ancient days? Yes, for all these questions we get answers in the study of history. When we study history we will get answers for such questions. And actually there were no places called as cities or villages and all. So how did actually uh, villages and cities were actually what, discovered, or how were they named, and how did people got settled at one place? Were they got settled, or were they moving from one place to another? Okay, so what is migration? Migration is like moving from place to place, okay. And why did they got settled at the banks of rivers only? Yes, for all such answers, for all such questions we will get answers in the study of history. And this is known as history, the study of past, okay, all the study of past, okay, it is all about studying past, past, and past. That is known as history. And you might think why we should study history? It is about the study of past, yes. And what will we do with that? Okay, we are living in the present, let's talk about future. Why we should study of past, why we should study all about past and all? It is just waste of time. You might think like this. It's wrong, children, because if your future has to be good and better, what you have to do, you have to, yes, work hard, and you have to work hard at present, right? Yes, to fulfill your dreams and all. So actually what we are at present today, yes, it is only because of the past. So the past relates to the present, and the present relates to the future, right? Yes, so you know what, during past, okay, in the earlier times, in ancient times, okay, what were the beliefs of the people, okay, how were their society, how it came into existence, what was the origin of the society, what all happened actually, okay, thousands of years ago, okay. We all will get to know when we study history. So we will get to know the evolution of man, okay, stage by stage, how he was, yes, developed stage by stage, we will get to know in the study of history. So the changes that were made in the past actually links, okay, it links to the lives today, and it affects our lives in the present, that is in the today. So we have to learn about the past, okay, because we have to know about ourselves. in detail, then it is very important to study about the past. Okay, children? Yes. And you know what? With the help of history, actually, we will understand why there are certain problems now at present also. Okay, there are few problems that we are facing today. It might be poverty, it might be discrimination, yes, it might be so many other things, okay, that we are facing in the society today. As we learn deep into history, we will get to know what are the problems we are facing in the present world. Yes. And you know what is discrimination, children? Yes, you can see here, even today people face discrimination based on caste or race. Actually, caste means religion, okay, race means racism, race means the colors, the black and the white and all. Discrimination means actually they are discriminated, they are being compared, okay, the poor are being compared with the rich people and they are not given proper facilities, okay, or based, some people based on their caste and based on the race, okay, they are not given proper facilities, they are not given some comforts, okay, and they are not given, actually they are not given proper rights, okay, they are being actually treated badly, okay, they are being treated badly, they are not given proper rights because, okay, they are being compared from the high level people, okay, children. So okay, this is known as high and low, based on the caste or race is known as comparing people, is known as discrimination. Okay, children, this is also one of the main problem that even few people are facing even today. And we know that such practices are wrong, it is not good, and some beliefs are false beliefs, okay, that people had in the past, because some people who had power, actually, okay, who had strength in them, who had power, who had leadership quality, such powerful people, actually they started all such things, okay, this discrimination and serving people, okay. So the poor people is being, the poor and the weak people serve the rich and the strong people, so they are being treated very badly, actually, for what? Because the powerful people are what, they're satisfying their own interest and their own needs. So such things and all we will get to know, we get to know about informations about such things which actually happened during ancient days, we will get to know only when we study history. Yes, so we will get to know more clearly and we'll get to know deep understanding about such practices, how did such practices actually started, and why we should not continue in the present time. We will get to know with strong reasons only when we study history. Okay, children? Yes. Yes, children. Now we will get to know history of India. So how did our country got its name India? We will get to know about this. So here, if you just look at the map given here, they have, yes, located all the rivers. Yes, the Kaveri River, Krishna River, Godavari, yes, and so on, Yamuna River, Ganga River, and so on. There are so many rivers, right, on the map of India. And you know there is an Indus river, okay, there is a river called Indus, and with the, okay, with the name of that Indus river, actually our country got its name India. Yes, children, actually ancient people are from far away places, that is from distant places, that means from far away places, they actually came, they migrated from place to place, and then they came and they settled near the Indus river, okay. About 25,000 years ago this incident happened, and these people what they did, actually these people saw the Indus river flowing and they called the river as Indos or the Hindus, okay, Indos or the Hindus, you can see here, okay. and then the land actually to the east side of the river. Okay, whatever the region, the land they found actually to the east side of the river, it was referred as India. Okay, they gave a name as India, and thus the name India was given to our country. So this is how actually when we study history we will get to know how our country got its name. That is the origin of our country's name. Yes, and you know, even our country India is also called as Bharata. Yes, why it is called so? Why it is called as Bharata? Okay, we got to know why it is called India because of the Indus River. But now why Bharata? Because actually a certain group of people, okay, they were residing in the northern region of our country, okay, and that particular group of people who lived many years ago, many thousand years ago in the northern region, especially in the northwest region, are known as Bharatas. Look here, Bharatas. Okay, children. Yes, and you can find the names. These Bharatas, the name is also mentioned actually in the, yes, Rig Veda and all. It is the religious book. Okay. So these Bharatas are the group of peoples. Actually, they are mentioned in the Rig Veda and all. The Rig Veda is a old religious book. Okay, it is a religious book which is written in the Sanskrit language. Sanskrit is a language as any other common languages like Kannada, English, Hindi, and so on. So it is written in this Rig Veda book is actually, it is a Sanskrit book, and in that book the people Bharatas, all about the Bharatas is given. Okay, yes, and you know what? There are actually, as time passed in India, different people, okay, belonging to different religions and different who have different lifestyles, who speak different languages. They started migrating, they and then they came and settled in our country, India, and such religions, many religious people came actually, and many people who belongs to different religions came and settled in India, and one few such religions are Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists, and so on. They started to settle in India. They came to India and they started settling in India. And even today, there are still people who belong to different religions and who speak different languages live in India. Yes, yes, children. So dates in history. What is actually dates in history? Let us see. So I want you to read that para first. Historians use certain terms to refer to historical time. We often come across the terms BC and AD. These are used to specify the period before and after a particular date in the history. The year is calculated according to the number of years from the date of Jesus Christ was born. BC stands for before Christ. For example, if a historian has written 400 BC, it means that she or he is referring to 400 years before the birth of Christ. Sometimes the date is written as 700 AD. Here AD stands for two Latin words, Anno Domini, which means in the year of the Lord. Here Lord refers to Jesus Christ. Therefore, okay, when you are told that something happened in 700 AD, it means it happened 700 years after the birth of Jesus Christ. In the present, we say the year 2000, it means 2000 years after the birth of Christ. Recently, historians have started using the term CE, which stands for Common Era, instead of AD. Instead of BC, they use BCE, which stands for Before Common Era. Okay, children, here as we read, what we will get to know. So, historians, that is the people who learn and study about the past and who will let us know about the past. Such people are called historians, right? So they use certain terms. So now we will tell when is your birthday, you will tell your date, birth date, right? So historians also should tell when did that particular event actually happened. So they will use certain terms. Okay, when they're talking about the historical time, okay, about the past, they will use certain terms, and such terms are called as BC, AD, okay, CE, and BCE. So what is BC? Actually, BC means before Christ, before Jesus Christ. Okay, BC means before Christ. That means before the birth of Jesus Christ. And AD means Anno Domini, which means okay, after the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay, children. So they have given the example also. That means if it is written as 400 BC, that means 400 years before the birth of Jesus Christ. And if it is 400 AD, that means 400 years after the birth of Christ. Okay, and the Lord means here it refers to the Jesus Christ. And now actually historians have started using which term, that is CE. CE means common era. Okay, CE means common era, and they are using it instead of what? Instead of AD. Okay, instead of Anno Domini. Now historians nowadays they are using the term common era, and instead of BC, they are using BCE, before common era. Okay, so there is no, okay, they are not using, historians are not using BC and AD anymore, but they are using CE instead of BC, and BCE instead of what? Yes, BCE, which stands for before common era, and CE instead of AD, that is common era. Okay, children? Yes. So, information about the past. Now we have to come to lesson 2. So, before I start this lesson, I want all of you to, yes, go through this lesson 1. Okay, why we should study history, what is history, who studies history, and how did our country got its name India, or Bharata, it is also called as Bharata, and how did different people belonging to different religions and speaking different languages came and settled down in India. So I want you to go through this lesson, read this lesson once or twice, and then yes, you have to be thorough with whatever I have taught so far. So, what kinds of dates are used while learning the history? Okay, so even this until here, dates in history. So, until here, you have to learn, and I'm going to continue this lesson. I'm going to do the lesson 2, yes, tomorrow, and I'm going to complete this block, okay, in my tomorrow's class. Okay, so here this lesson 2 gives us the information about the past, okay, and what are archaeological sources, what are literary sources, and all I will tell you in detail in tomorrow's class. So please revise this lesson, read this lesson, and revise. Thank you, children. Bye.